If you guys need any cards, packs, sleeves, anything of that nature, shop on TCG Player using my affiliate link in the description. What's good, YouTube? In yesterday's video, my co-host Snack pointed out to me that Ultimate Offering plus Grand Mole is like an insane combo. So I figured I'd sort of try to build a deck based around trying to exploit that. We have here, of course, Triple Giant Rat to get to the Grand Mole as soon as possible. Could have maybe even put in Sangan as well, but didn't make it into the build this time. I'm kind of like losing faith in that card. It feels really slow, but Ultimate Offering kind of fixes that, sort of. So here, we've just got a bunch of normal summons packed in as well. I play Hamster Raikos. We play Compulses, which are pretty cool. You can use them to protect your things, and then just normal summon them back down with the Ultimate Offering, which is quite nice. So we're basically just playing this like Machina Rat box package good stuff deck with Ultimate Offering and Grand Mole to see how much we can exploit it. Hopefully we can get a game where we draw Ultimate Offering and actually get to resolve it and do something cool with it. Okay, so disclaimer, I got two different replays for this because in my first match, I didn't end up getting to resolve Ultimate Offering at all, which was kind of sad, but the match itself was really cool and featured an epic comeback versus Blackwings in Game 2, so I decided to keep it in anyway. So if you want to see the game where Ultimate Offering actually gets used, it's in the next match, but this match was still interesting to watch, so I think most people probably won't care. Here, I actually decided to stop the Sirocco with the Compulsory, which was maybe correct. I could have also waited for him to start dropping things and then done it, but I don't know, he could have gotten like the Bora and then done a ton of piercing to me. And I had to like stop the Gale play into Dark End or whatever with the Compulse. So I think it was fine to just stop the Whirlwind completely. And here we top deck Heavy Storm because we're an absolute gamer. We go with the Hamster, we attack, we set the Raikou, we set everything. And I think here I decided to Compulse the Gale, but I could have also just compulsed my Hamster. I think that would have been better. Because if he had Bora, he would have used it probably instead of spending the Brain Control. And either way, I could Solemn Judgment, the Black Rose Dragon. Maybe I should have just Solemn Judgment the Black Rose Dragon, actually. But, I don't know, Judgment's always a scary card to use early versus Blackwings. So I end up kind of going neg in that trade. But it's fine. We out their Oppression, we Tribute Summon Fortress, and we go in. Here we get to rip a card. I decide to just take the Colute. They go Stardust. I Judgment the Stardust. And now we're at a pretty good spot. We have Brain Control. The opponent's on, like, no life. So there's pretty much no way they're winning this one from this position. And, yep, they are going to go ahead and scoop it up there. Game number 2, we actually draw the Offering, but I forget, we don't end up getting to use it. I think they just rando space it next turn, which sucks. Yeah. So I felt really sad. I wanted to do something with Ultimate Offering for my video, but it just ended up not happening because they decide to blind space my back row so they can normal summon a Bora and pass. Blackwing moment for sure. Here they make the wrong play in that they go for the Brionic and Prey line, which is just like never correct. I don't know what people are smoking with this. I know Keegan like really thinks it's good or something, but it just always loses. I mean, like if it wasn't gonna lose to Fortress, it was gonna lose to Gores. So yeah, we hit in. They compulse my Fortress, which is like whatever, you know. That's fine. We have the Dust to stop the Whirlwind, so actually, man, we were down bad earlier, and we're starting to get into a really good spot here. We out the back row, because of course we don't want to kill this. There's a Bayou Engrave. So I decided to ram and get Grand Mole, and then just like sit on this Gores, which ends up being a pretty good play. They expend the Blizzard and then make the Synchro in main 1. They definitely should have at least gone like Goyo main 2 or something. I mean, it wouldn't matter because we have Grand Mole anyway. They probably should have just left the Blizzard there, actually. Just never synchroed at any point during that turn. So we end up setting, and they have the Storm off the top, but we're totally fine. They double Colute over my token, which was just extremely wrong. They should only have spent 1 Colute on this. I don't know why they used both. And they thought they were going to get the special from deck 2, which is not how Sure works, of course. So now we go set. Then they upstart, and now we're back in range where we can probably use this Gores again, because both the Colutes are gone, so we just don't have to worry about randomly dying to anything ever. We go for the back row here. They chain it. We use the Compulse to get back the Raikou. I could have summoned the Mole, but I think I know they have Sirocco in hand. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't summon the Mole, actually. here they go for Gale, then they go for Stardust. I decided I value the Mirror over the Raikou, and I don't really want to mill anymore, because, why don't I want to mill more? I don't know, there's like nothing but Avarices and Machines and left in my deck or something. What was I thinking? So, yeah, we get the Fortress, we summon the Grand Mole, we attack for game. So that was a cool match where we were able to have a pretty epic comeback against some Whirlwind opening against Blackwings, where they tragically typhooned my Ultimate Offering. But anyway, here's the match where I actually activated Ultimate Offering at one point, and it did win me the game. Spoilers. I mean, we're going to see it. We're going to find out. So this was against some weird, like, soul control plant. I don't even know how to identify this. I considered Standby Phase compulsing this. I probably should have, but I just figured, like, with Grand Mole, we can out this anyway, so we just go for that instead, and it works out fine, so we never get punished. We hit over this, and they could have just summoned... Did they summon Caius? No. They Soul X. That was just so greedy. I don't know why they did that. They could have just slammed Caius, and it would have been like a really awkward situation for me. But instead they Soul X, and then for some reason they set Raikou instead of just summoning the Titanium back. I guess it would have just gotten bounced again, but it would have set me back on tempo and done a bunch of damage, so I don't know. It doesn't seem that bad. They set... No, wait. Here they made a weird play. They should have just Raikou'd this first, probably, right? Or, like... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they did this. But now I get to rip a card. I just ripped the Raikou because it's, like, the best one. We take 24, no big deal. Here we go, Storm, bring back... oh, wait. Our Fortress actually banished. So we just Avarice and hope to draw something, I guess. And we do draw something, which is the Ultimate Offering that we are finally going to get to do something with. I know, very amazing. Here, we use the Offering, we summon the Gear Frame, and we can also use it in their battle phase to just summon our whole hand, which I did do. And then, I don't know if I had a lethal line here. I was trying to think about it, but the opponent just scooped in the middle, so it was a little bit... Yeah, I don't think I did, actually. I'm pretty sure this was just not game, so I don't know why they scooped, but the Ultimate Offering play was still pretty cool. It just like lets you slam your whole hand onto the board, like interrupt their battle phase too. Set up the Raikou for next turn also, which was just very devastating. Here we just start bouncing the sets. We go tack, hit with this. So at this point I'm convinced this set is like nothing, because there aren't a lot of things that don't react to Grand Mole or Fortress attacking into your face. And it was actually a heavy. I don't think this ever got used. So they used Soul X and Caius in my back row, which ends up working out for them because it's like the one unchainable back row in the entire deck. Tragic. We go for the Fortress again in attack, and yeah, I don't know why they didn't just have the bottomless set last turn. And here they Raikou the Fortress, because I guess they have to, because their hand just doesn't do anything. I don't know, really weird. Anyway, I figure the Solemn/Road has to be one of these two, since based on the order they were set in. So I like guess, and then I win the coin flip, and then I Heavy Storm, and then the game is over. So a little bit of a tragic loss for the opponent there, losing the 50-50 against the Raikou. Anyway, that was pretty cool. We got to see Ultimate Offering get used at least once. I had to play like 3 matches to use it once, by the way. It was tragic. I had a long game against Gladiator Beasts that I ended up pulling out, but it was not fun. So I decided to call it quits after I got to use Ultimate Offering one time. It did win me the game, just outright, the one time I used it, pretty much. So, I mean, it was definitely cool. Definitely cool. Overall, I'm not sure how I feel about the card. I think it can do some neat stuff, but I'm not really sure if it's better than just, like, playing something else in that slot, because you really need to draw it with something specific, otherwise it's kind of useless. It's definitely crazy with Mole, though, if you can get that going as well, which is neat. I mean, you just bounce their guy, and you're always ahead on tempo, because you can just resummon the Mole, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you next time. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Furthermore, if you enjoy my content, you should think about becoming a channel member. You get access to tons of bonus content, and it's a great way to help support the channel.